Social media has thrust us all onto the head of a pin, socially speaking. Mimetic desire means that we're adopting another person's desire as our own, usually without even realizing that we're doing it.
That's easy. Rihanna. You know why we call it Rihanna, right?
I know I'm...
This is one of the most iconic lipsticks of all time.
Lululemon then versus now. I'm going to take some Lululemon wrestling items 10 years ago and compare them to how they look today. I'm just looking at the Lululemon Happy Team shorts. These are the tested on 2014.
How many hours have you spent on your phone today? Perhaps scrolling TikTok on hours at end, feeding the kickback pedal on your head as the 15-second videos provide you the spare second of dopamine. Your mind is being clouded by endless information and cheap dopamine as influencer after influencer suggests you and recommends you to the best next fad or trend going on. This is the best lipstick ever made and does not compare to the tens of lipsticks that you already own in your drawer that possess and is made of the same bad oil crude pigment as every lipstick is ever made. What are you doing with your life after I have the best lipstick in the world and I've just booked a flight ticket to spend in another third world country? Fomo. Fear of missing out. Social media is skewing our perception of reality by providing the best shined and polished versions of ourselves. Fear of why am I not as pretty as her if I don't buy that lipstick? Fear of I will never live my best life without all of these commodities. We have become so obsessed with each other's lives and what could-haves, and comparing to each other that life has become this constant competition and never-ending race of fulfilling the cheap dopamine that our mind is trained to crave. And our time is wasted chasing this cheap dopamine over doing something that's actually fulfilling and worthwhile of our time. Jomo, joy of missing out, provides you a breather of this rapid rat race of outperforming each other and this competition of garnering attention and social media likes. Joy of missing out. There is joy to be found in the little things in life. There is joy to be found in waking up and being able to breathe for another day. The joy of missing out encompasses all of this. In the words of Janine Rubert, Jomo is all about stepping off the social bandwagon and reconnecting to what really makes us happy. It might seem like a simple concept to grasp, but this marginal difference of doing things because of joy instead of fear introduces a very different concept of fulfillment to our lives. Doing something because you fear that you are losing something by not joining in the activity already takes away the joy of willingly doing something instead for society's expectations on you. And in fact, you are already losing out the joy by willingly doing something that you weren't inclined to in the first place. The opportunity cost of doing something that you fear of missing out is an activity that throughout all the process, you knew you would already enjoy. Even if the FOMO activity ended up being enjoyable, the opportunity cost of doing something out of fear of missing out is an activity that throughout all the process you would have joy and happiness doing so, even if the FOMO activity ended up being enjoyable at the end of the day. Jomo teaches us how to sincerely partake in our lives again, where we invest time in things that we enjoy full-heartedly, instead of jumping back to forth to different concepts in chase of gratification.
The digital revolution is still too young, but what neuroscience know is that the smartphone relates to our nervous and reward system. Dopamine and other happiness hormones get released and make us feel good, just for a fraction of a second or longer.
Social media and FOMO is at the end of the day rooted in the culture of hyper-consumerism and also capitalism. What a surprise. Every single day, I find myself sucked into another flaw of mine, which coincidentally, another seller will be providing the perfect one-cure solution at a discount. Even if I wanted to exercise for myself, that itself would be an act of consuming and fear of inability to cope up with society's expectations. I would not only require to exercise but also have the best up-to-date pastel fitness wear from Lululemon so that it can accentuate my curves, but also the best protein supplements to make sure that I'm at the top of my grind, because if not, I'm not serious and I'm a faker at the gym. Doing something like exercising for yourself is a beautiful act. But without understanding the concept of Jomo, taking the time, leisure, and providing understanding towards your own limitations, and actually undertaking a suitable fitness regimen that is sustainable and enjoyable to ourselves, we end up being obsessed of being better than everyone else. It's not about our performance of being better than us yesterday, but in fact, it's that we need to be better than everyone else at this current moment. Instead of being able to go take a jog at my own leisure, I will need to be at the best gym that provide the best equipment that everybody else is having. At the end of the day, you are convinced that you need the absolute perfect in every item that we need in order to start our journey. Then we put the items in the cart after hours of researching of the best weight and fitness wear, shoes to buy, add to cart, ding! Finally, it arrives, open it immediately, wear it, take pictures, and never actually use it again. Or maybe use it again once or twice until you realize that you had no actual interest to continue this for yourself. You had no actual drive for this activity. And it was another one of your short stints and hyper obsession to mine for cheap dopamine. Rinse and repeat. The essence of Jomo is enjoying your own presence and individual enough. That you yourself is enough at any moment. It is being comfortable with being solitary and not necessarily fitting in the crowd or mainstream. It's the joy of being by yourself regardless of where everybody is, even if they're all there.
You really couldn't be more excited than to be in your bed. Then, as you turn the page, a friend texts you a video. And as soon as you press that regrettable finger to the play button, your phone erupts with music. And as the beat drops and the camera pans over the crowd, you see all of your best friends at a packed house party having the time of their lives. And a massive wave of Fomo hits you.
Choosing yourself first and your own comfort is not to be mistaken with complacency and refusal to get out of your comfort zone. Choosing yourself doesn't necessarily mean rotting in your bed over going out drinking with your friends. It can be doing enriching activities, studying and exercising when you aren't expected to. It is understanding what you need and what's best for you at that moment and choosing that without any outside influence or pressure. In fact, this is the basis for a lot of self-improving concepts. In pushing against familiarity in favor of improvement of yourself, instead of currying favor and validation from people around you. However, Jomo is all about upholding your joy above all. Sometimes that can mean indulging in a splurge or two, but it's prioritizing your autonomy over these choices without being influenced with a deep understanding of your individuality, need, and well-being. If you're feeling sad, it's not because a lack of a commodity under your ownership or where you currently need to be right now, but maybe you just need to take a walk outside and take some time alone. Hi guys, so thank you so much for watching the whole thing. It was a bit short this time, but I feel like I wanted to share this little bit of philosophy of life with all of you because it's 2024 and I think that we can definitely all benefit from it. So because it has definitely helped me in sort of recentering myself for 2024. So I just want to thank all of you again. The feedback and support pouring out from my last video was amazing. I'm so thankful that you all loved it and I really hope to see you again in one of my upcoming videos. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and tell me what you like about this video because it really does motivate me in producing more. Thank you!